Good afternoon, everybody. Today is March 4th, 2015, and welcome to our live market analysis for the British pound versus US dollar. I'm the Chief Technical Analyst here at HyperFX Academy, and I'll be walking you through some of the trade setups that occurred during the US session today. Now, we're using one of our basic strategies that we cover in our HyperFX workshop. We have a 5-pip Renko chart on the screen here, and we use either horizontal or angled trend lines to determine support and resistance levels. And once the price action crosses these levels, on the downside we get a sell signal, and on the upside we get a buy signal. So it's as simple as connecting the dots. I'll start by drawing some of these setups that occurred today. This was the first trade during the US session that we received, the first signal. So what we do is we basically connect the dots, and when we have a red dot which is lower than the previous red dot, we use an angled trend line. And once the Renko bar or brick crosses this trend line, in this case it's on the upside, we get a buy signal. Okay, so this entry was very easy. It went for 15 pips. As you can see, 3 of these boxes times 5 pips each, so it went for about 15 pips. After that, we had a downside break at this location here. We simply connected the blue dots to form a horizontal trend line, and as soon as the Renko brick crossed this trend line on the downside, we got a sell entry. And as you can see, this was a very great entry. It went for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, more than 60 pips. So I mean, with this system, you're going to catch a majority of the larger trends. And in a sideways or range-bound moving market, you can still manage to get 10 to 15 pips per trade quite easily as well. So those are the 2 major trades for the day. Later in the day, you can see that the market was consolidating, so we didn't have many trade opportunities after that. But if you had missed this horizontal break, you would have had another opportunity to get in for another sell trade at this point here. Again, this blue dot here is lower than the previous blue dot. So we don't use an angled trend line, because if you use an angled trend line, you notice that the price action breaks much later. In this case, you save 2 or 3 candles by just simply using a horizontal trend line. So when you have a lower low on the support side, you use a horizontal trade, okay? A horizontal trend line, excuse me. So we had 3 good entries here during the first few hours of the US Open, and all went for at least 15 pips. So it was a very non-dramatic day to trade the British pound versus US dollar. So that's our market recap for today, guys, for the British pound versus US dollar. I'll be joining you again tomorrow afternoon with another recap using this very basic strategy that combines Renko bricks with horizontal and angled trend lines, and along with the zigzag indicator. Now, all of the indicators that we use in this chart, including the market hours indicator and the zigzag indicator, can be found in the description. You can download them and hopefully use them to your advantage in your trading system as well. So I just want to thank you for tuning in, and I'll be joining you again tomorrow evening or afternoon with another recap. Till then, happy trading.